What's up, everybody? Roman Miranda here. Welcome to the Uber NYC Guide Show, episode 12. I'm like, whew, I'm itching for this episode. I wanted to get all the getting started stuff out of the way, but this is going to be a serious episode. This is going to be I really want to rant about whether Uber is right for you. So, jazzed up, let's get into it. Is Uber right for you? First off, I only have the perspective that I have, okay? And I only am driving in the biggest city in the country, New York City, where I think you make the most money. And I want to talk about if it makes sense for you to be a full-time Uber driver or a part-time Uber driver. So I'm gonna spit my opinion on this, and I may lose some of you, but that's fine, because I want to be true to like how I really feel about this and whether Uber is going to be right for you or not. So here's the deal. First off, let me talk about okay, how much money are you going to make? Because I think that's a really important factor. It's the number one factor in why I started Uber and left a job that I loved, but I wasn't making that much. The basic short answer from the 10, 11, 12 weeks that I've been driving, you very consistently will wind up making between $27 and $30 an hour. Now, that's about it. If you want to work 40 hours a week and you're renting a car and you're paying the gas and the tolls and all the expenses and everything, then maybe that's not worth it. Maybe you should stay with your 40-hour job salaried somewhere else, making 45 or 50 a year. However, I think Uber, the cool thing about Uber that is not available at the other jobs that I've had is the last two jobs I've had were salaried. Okay, so there's a cap. You can work 40 hours a week, you can work 50 hours a week, you can work 60 hours a week, and you're still gonna make the same amount. Yes, you can change. You might be able to get more vacation days on a particular week, but you're capped at how much you're getting a very steady paycheck. Uber can be a very steady paycheck, or you can hustle your face off and you can drive 62 hours a week and make 80 grand. Or you can work 70 hours a week and make 95,000 a year. So I really think that if you want to put the hustle on and you have the dedication and the time to drive and you're good at it, then it makes sense to do it if you want the money. Am I happy driving for Uber? I'll tell you straight up, no. I'm not super psyched to be driving for Uber. I'd rather be rock climbing. I'd rather be making music. I'd rather be doing other things with my life. But I haven't figured out a way to make as much money doing those things than I can do right now, doing something that I'm good at and that I like doing, but I don't love doing. Okay? So look, I'm an entrepreneur. I've got an entrepreneurial mindset. This is a short-term thing for me. I'm only planning on doing this for 2 years, maybe. I don't want to be an Uber driver for the rest of my life, but I know that the money and the hustle that I can do, and the whole online business thing, it all works in my favor. It's all things that I know I'm good at, and that I can do. Now, if you're gonna, I don't know about I know there's been complaints about Uber and about how the pay. I don't know. There was a whole argument, but they were going on strike and stuff like that. I think it's you get out what you put in. It's just an equation. If you put in 40 hours a week, you're going to make 50K. Are you making 50K right now? Then I would probably stay with that, because the 50K that you make with Uber, you're going to be spending on your car. So, or you're going to be spending, 26 grand on your car if you're renting or leasing. So you gotta weigh it out. A really quick breakdown of what I've found with the expenses are the follows. If you're renting or leasing, like I am, then you're paying $415 to $450 a week for your car. So that's between, I don't know what $415 is, but like let's say 21 to 26,000 a year on the car. Now, am I going to be doing that every year? No. Like you only do that for, like, I'm doing a 2-year lease option. So I'm paying off the car in 2 years, and then after 2 years, then you're making an extra 400 something a week. So that makes a lot more sense. If you own your own car, then yeah, it makes a lot of sense to drive for Uber. If you have enough money to buy a car flat out, then I think that this is something that's worth it. But it's gonna be a grind if you don't. Like me, it's gonna be a grind. It's gonna be a hustle if you don't have a car. If you don't have if you don't have enough to buy a car, if you don't have enough to buy a car straight from a dealer instead of through one of these leasing agencies. So can you make money with Uber? Absolutely. Absolutely you can make money, especially once you have a car. But I think that it's bullshit to say that like Uber, the opportunity is there. You gotta hustle though. You gotta want it. You gotta go out there and put in the hours. It's just what I've found. I've chased the whole surge pricing thing. I've tried to work 6 hours a day in like a 3-hour morning surge and a 3-hour night surge, and like you're not gonna. It's like it doesn't make that much of a difference. I mean, you definitely make more, but I'm telling you, I found that just like long term, if you want to do this and once you get to, if you're only working 15 hours a week, then you want to find the surge hours. But if you're not, if you're doing it full time, then it all winds up, there's hours that I make $12 an hour. So like you see what I mean? Like you gotta just go. You just gotta grind and try your best to get in the right zones at the right time. But you're just gotta grind and you just gotta drive. You gotta put in the hours. So if you're already making $50K a year and you have you've got your salaried and you're set, then this might not be right for you to do full time. It might be cool to do part-time if you have a car that works, but I don't think it will make sense to rent or lease a car if you're not going to do this full-time. So that's my 2 cents on it. I really think that I know that you can make 90K in a year. I mean, if you're making 50K right now, like, and do you want to make 90? Do you need 90K? Like, I don't know. Like, are you trying to pay off a bunch of student debt? Or do you just want a couple extra grand a year for vacation? If that's the case, then like maybe this isn't for you. So you gotta want it. But I'm telling you that the opportunity is there. There's a real opportunity for you to make 70, 80, 65 a year, 90 a year. But you really gotta. And I'll do a more specific breakdown of the monies and money coming in and money coming out, because I think that's important, and I'll do that in the next video. But I just wanted to like rant about that a little bit, that it's really, you just got to put in the hustle. You got to put in the hours. And if you're not willing to do that, and you're not willing to wake your ass up every day and figure out how to get those 8 hours in a day or 9 hours or 10 hours in a day, or if you like whatever it is, then just try to reflect on yourself. Have a little bit of self-awareness on this. I think it's really important to have that with this sort of a move. it's like hard for me to recommend somebody doing what I did and quitting a job that you love and that you're making okay money, or you're making like, you know, not quite as much as you want, and like trying to do something like drastic and going full all in on Uber. I mean, you gotta know, I want you to know that it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard, but it's totally doable, and it's there, and the money is there if you want it. So if you want it, you gotta go out and get it, and that's kind of my rant on Uber, and a little bit of, you can see a little bit of my fire on entrepreneurship and hustle and all that. So yeah, so I'll end that here. I'm going to talk more specifically about money in another video, and how much you make and how much the expenses are, and a little bit of a breakdown. I may do that one just like a short video clip, and then I'll talk more about, I'll probably just have like a lot of text up, so I might just like blank out the whole screen and show you some more text, because I think that makes, I mean, that helps me, like I would want to see that. So yeah, so I hope that helps. Is Uber right for you? I don't know. I don't know your situation. If you want help and you want to call me, you can call me. Put my phone number right here. Like, call me and I'll chat with you, or shoot me a text, or leave a comment below. Hey, like, this is my situation. Is it right for me? And I'll give you my opinion. But it's hard to say on an individual basis. So as a general thesis, though, it's absolutely, the money is there if you want it. You just got to go get it and put in the hours. Cool. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you need help deciding if this is something you want to do. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I think that it's, if you don't have your own car, I think that once you get through the TLC process, it's important to do, you know, 6 weeks of renting, even though that's like pissing money down the drain, just to see if this is right for you, because I would hate for you to start right away with a lease option and then you're tied in for 2 years doing something that you hate. So yeah, I hope that helps. And until next time, stay classy. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.